Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and the specially merciful. Welcome to this program. Welcome to Treasures from the Holy Quran. Get ready. You can write the name of the verse, you can record it, you can take some notes, but be ready because we want you to get the maximum benefit as much as you can from this episode as other episodes. Dear viewers, welcome to this program. Today we have one short verse. It is very simple, but it is very important because we learn the content of it. And the people who are not aware of that content, they will have the same opportunity. So what we're supposed to do with, after saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, we're supposed to explain it so that you can understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant by this verse. So once you understand it, it becomes your responsibility to share it with other people. I'm quite sure that at least a couple of million, if not all the millions of inhabitants that live on this planet are in need of it. It's chapter number 3 and ayah number 59. Ayah number 59. And as we are supposed to do, yes, in this world to solve the problems that are arising here and there, and also the problem that rise in the mind of humans, we are supposed to help them remove these obstacles, psychological obstacles or mental obstacles. We're supposed to help each other to do that. This is one of the purposes of this verse. This verse solves a big problem in the minds of humans. A lot of people may have, misunderstanding. They understood something incorrectly, and we need to fix this back, to put it back in the right place. And this is one of the purposes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned by putting all these parables. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the parable of this creature, or the parable of this creature, or the parable of a human being, or He gives us this example and the other example, and so that we would understand. Because it helps a lot of people to get more and clear understanding. And this lesson in particular is very important for teachers and more important for parents, because parents and teachers need these examples and need these parables so that they help them to explain the meaning clearly to the others. Wow, it sounds as if that this book is a book of education. It is much more than this, definitely. It's a book of guidance. So it's meant to guide us. It is designed to guide us. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Hudan linnas, it's guidance for mankind. So this is one of the purposes of the book, is to guide us. So we have to use this. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this verse 59, chapter 3. Verse number 59. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن مثل عيسى عند الله كمثل آدم خلقه من تراب ثم قال له كن فيكون. The likeness of, this is the rough translation, the likeness of Jesus in the sight of Allah is like the example of Adam. In which way? خلقه من تراب. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Jesus from turab, from the earth, exactly as he created Adam from turab. So Jesus was created from the earth, and Adam was created from the earth. They are very similar in that. And every human being was created from turab. To make it simple for people to understand, because some people exaggerated the birth of Jesus in their own imagination with no knowledge, with no solid knowledge, with no knowledge from Almighty Allah. They made up stories. Of course, the stories were fake stories. And they still, until now, some people believe in these fake stories. He was created from earth. Adam had no or has no father or mother. Do you know the name of the father of Adam? Do you know the name of the mother of Adam? Nobody. Nobody on this planet knows. Because he did not have. The same thing applies to Jesus. Jesus had no father. But when people are used to write fiction, which means fake stories, whether these stories are written stories or are oral stories, whatever type of stories they are fake, they are not true, they are false. So they imagined that the father of Jesus is God himself. Wow! And by doing this kind of fiction and imagination in their minds, they made the biggest mistake that they have done. And still, a lot of people, millions of humans on this planet are suffering from believing in that, suffering from this fake story that they made up. وَقَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. In another verse in Surah Al-Kahf, they claimed, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the beginning of Surah Al-Kahf, He confirmed that they claimed, they made this claim, they made up this claim. وَقَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala got a child, got a son. It's a made up story. It's a fiction. It's whatever you can call it. But this is what happened. But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, go back and think of it. This is not true. Adam, the likeness of Adam is the likeness of Jesus. Jesus, the creation of Jesus is like the creation of Adam. Both of them were created miraculously. And the more we focus on this similarity, the more we will be able to understand. This one has no father, and this one has no father or mother. Adam, if the birth of Jesus is miraculous, and it is, so the birth of Adam is more miraculous. Because this Adam had no father or mother, and this one had no father. So this is, which is more miraculous? If we are measuring things materialistically, of course, it is the birth of Adam, because he didn't have father nor mother. So here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clarifies to us and gives us this parable, gives us this example for all of us to make it easy for us to understand. I'm quite sure that a lot of people nowadays would say, or after watching this program would say that, oh, I didn't understand that. I didn't know that. And that's why we are very grateful to Almighty Allah, because He sent us this book that every every letter of it is the truth and nothing but the truth. So here we are blessed that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this opportunity to correct our imagination, to correct our false ideas, to correct our background before we die. Now, this is really amazing. And the second part, which is it becomes our role to spread this and to educate people. It's about simple verse number 59, one line, chapter number 3. So here again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created them from the earth, ثم قال له, and He said to him, be. As we know how Allah creates. He creates by this word. Just says this word, be. And it happens. It becomes. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains to us very clearly the birth and the creation of Jesus. In the same way, He explains to us the creation of Adam. He created him from the earth, and He told him, be, and he became. It's as simple as this. All the other stories that we hear are fake stories. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Do you have solid evidence? I have this evidence. And here, out of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we all the time say that He is Al-Alim, He is the one who knows everything. And He is the wise one, the most wise, Al-Hakim. Out of His wisdom, out of His mercy, He sent us this verse. Like He sent us all the other verses across the Quran. Each one of them teaches us something that's very essential for our belief in Allah. And it helps us understand, and it helps us correct the misinformation that we got from other sources. Whether these sources are our friends, our relatives, or the people who are close to us, the students, the peer group, the media, whatever source of information is around us can be corrected. Now, is this correct? Yes. That's why it's very valuable, and I advise every Muslim to get a translated copy of the Quran and to share it with the people around you, because it guides them to the truth. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the first chapter after Al-Fatiha, He defined this book is a book of guidance because it has nothing but the truth. And that's what the people need everywhere. Even if they are reluctant, even if they feel disoriented, they still need it. If not today, they would feel it. They would need it tomorrow. And here comes our role. Your role and my role. We already knew the truth, and we are 100%, if there is a better word, a better phrase than 100%, we would use it. We're 100% sure that this is the truth. And every other thing is not the truth. So, if we exercise our role, we start sharing this information, we share it gently with others, we share it in the best possible way with everyone around us, because we love humans. We want to save them from fire. And we have the guidance. And we have the evidence. And it is just not just an evidence, solid evidence. And this verse is repeated in many places, in many spots in the Quran, in different ways, so that they would make it easy for anyone. If you don't understand it by this statement, you will understand it by a more simple statement. Now you know, If you understand the verse very well, it's the explanation, it's your job. Here, you have the opportunity to exercise your abilities and your skills to explain it to others, but don't keep it for yourselves, please. This whole program, the purpose of this program, like the purpose of the Quran is, as I said, is you educate people, you teach it. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to him, you are here on this planet for this purpose, to educate people, to give them the good news that if they do well, they will go to paradise, and to warn them if they do these bad things and violations, they will be in hellfire. So this is the right nature of the right path, and this is the nature of the wrong path. We are here to clarify this issue for everyone, whoever needs this. And as I said, that the nature of human beings, they love to learn. They want to learn. They are eager to learn. And our job, we are ready always for this mission. And it is the greatest mission on the earth. The greatest task that we can do on this planet, or the greatest job that you should seek, is a job like this. Because it is the job of all the messengers of Allah. It was the main job of Moses. It was the main job of Jesus. It was the main job of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we are the inheritors of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As we are inheritors of the other messengers, whatever they said and endorsed by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we convey it to others. We know our mission. We know our job, and there is nothing better than this. That's why a lot of people dedicate themselves to convey this message, and a lot of people use their abilities and their skills in order to convey the message as correct as we understood it, because we ourselves are humans. We may make mistake, we may misunderstand this. So that's why all the time we have the reference, and we have learned it before the verse that tells us, whenever you are in doubt, go to the people of authenticity, of the people who are experts, the people who have correct knowledge, and consult with them, and they will advise you. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.